want to go into the darkness. I'm in the darkness. You want to play in the dark, Ernie? I'm coming to the darkness. Penis Emily, you want to go dark? Let's go dark. Xander, you want to play in the dark? Let's play in the dark. You want to play? I'll go to the dark side a little bit. You don't know me, Ernie. You don't know me, Xander. You don't know me, Tina. You know what you saw. You know what you saw in the light. I can go into the pits of the hell and dance with the devil. You want to get dark? I'm going to get dark. You want to be this and want to post this, want to post that? I'm going to the dark side. You want to come to the dark? Let's come. Let's play. You don't know me. You can post whatever you want to. Say whatever you want to. Hell's bells. Let's play. I'm going into the dark and bring light to you against you. You people of the dark, I'm going to bring light. Hell's bells. You want to play? I know you do. You don't know nothing about playing. You're all about the game. Let's play the game. You cowards are of the dark. Predators, predators of Predator Hunter Nation. Hides in the dark. Comes out at nighttime. I'm bringing you to light. You don't know me, like I said. Let's play. Now, with that being said, bring out everything that you want to. I'm going to bring it to light. Watch this. I'm going to flip on a light. That's how fast you're going to get brought to light. Yuns have harassed this town way too long. If we don't go for you, we're a predator. You are the predators. I'm gonna read some pages tonight just to prove that I'm not the only one Yuns come out against. Yuns come out against everybody that don't fit your criteria. Maybe this will ring a bell for Tina Simmerly, Xander McDowell McNuts, and little Ernie the Bobebe Shell. See if this rings a bell. I'm willing to dance with the devil. Are you? I don't think it's got what it takes. Yuns have not what it takes to play the game that I can play. Yuns want to play? Let's play. Let me read. I'm going to read something. Maybe this will jog your memory. And I pray that there's more people like this comes out against you, Xander, and little man Shell, Tina Simmerly. You on your Facebook are running them flaps. Let's play. Let's go to the depths of hell. Let's play. Let's see if this jogs your memory. And for everybody else that's watching, that's going to be watching, seeing this video, listen at this. Let me tell you how Tina Simmerly, Xander McDowell, and Ernie Shell plays. See if this rings your bell. On Saturday, May 22nd, 2021. Let me step back a minute. I posted these before, and I'm pretty sure people don't know where, if just in case people can't calculate where to go to, I'm going to read them just to show you what kind of people you predators are. You just want to go to the dark. I'm going to the dark. I'll take it to the extreme like nobody else has before. So you better get that in your mind. I got a few more dances with the devil. Do you understand? Back to reading, to bringing light to people so they know what yins are about. On Saturday, May 22nd, 2021, around noon, I arrived at the Smoky Mountain Hemp Shop Cafe on 2591 Cosby Highway. Ring a bell? Newport, Tennessee, which is actually Cosby, Tennessee, 37722, because I've been there, I know. Remember my face. United States. I had arranged to be present to speak with a Mr. Ernest McShell, Miss Tina Marie Simmerly, and Mr. Alexandra McDowell. They had represented to me that they were starting a public information campaign and a TV show with the goal of protecting children and pedophile predators called Predator Hunter Nation. They told me that I was now part of the team, and they wanted me to research and investigate what they need to do to make Predator Hunter Nation a non-profit or for-profit business. Investigate copyrights and trademarks to help them make shirts and create PowerPoint presentations. I was under the impression that I could become a paid employee after the business when I started making business because when it started making business, making money because I had been paid when I watched their store for them when they went to Florida. I took my 11-year-old daughter, her name's been blocked out, with me so she could visit with and play with Tina Simmerly's daughter, Laurel, who is 9, while we were there. I had previously met Tina and Ernie only once. That afternoon, the kids were playing in the inflatable bouncy house, and on the bouncy house side, Ernie went over to the kids and started grabbing their feet to yank them down the slide, apparently playing with the children. I watched from the front porch and I didn't see anything alarming happen. It just looked like they were all having fun. Okay. He don't need to be nowhere around kids. About an hour and a half later, Ernie came to me and said, so and so, the girl's name had been blocked out, had kicked him in the face. When I said something to her about it, she told me she hadn't noticed or felt anything that indicated she had kicked anyone. Ernie then said it raised a red flag to him that he thinks she had been touched by somebody, indicating sexually. So he asked to talk to her with me there. I said, okay, assuming he could be trusted and that he had experience with traumatized kids, given the claims he was making about rescuing them. He asked her if anyone had touched her inappropriately, and she told him no. He asked her about hugging, kissing, or touching her down there, and she told him no. I believed she was telling the truth. I had no indications she was lying. He picked up on her nervousness and the fact she was fidgeting, and he didn't listen when I told him it's something she does all the time. She's shy and doesn't like to be forced into confrontation in a group setting. Her body language indicated, okay? What's he doing over there playing with little kids anyway? What is Ernie Shell doing over there playing with little kids anyway? He has no business going over to that bouncy house and playing whatsoever. Ernie does have no right going over to that bouncy house. I'm gonna read another one. Her body language indicated discomfort with the situation, but didn't indicate she was lying to us. When she said no, nothing has been done to her, I accepted her answer. I thought that was the end of it. Blank then shared with me that the music being played at the stage was so loud it was giving her a headache. I told her she could continue to play with other kids but to stay away from the stage. A little while later she said her headache was getting worse and wanted to know if we could go home. I told her yes, and to begin gathering her belongings to go home. She said her shoes were in the car already. I was gathering my things to go and was outside when Ernie went to my car without where my now 11-year-old was sitting and started talking to her out of my earshot. He came in a few minutes later and said she had admitted her dad had touched her. Why was he even over there at the car out of earshot anyway? Ernie Shell is a predator. I'm gonna finish reading. I was sure then if I wasn't sure if I should go back home. Blank had a full blown panic attack crying. Her little girl had a full blown panic attack crying, holding her arms around herself and saying she was sick and her head hurt. Tina offered to put her daughter on the sound table and give her a bareback rub, and they gave her a CBD gummy. She drifted off to sleep, so I made the decision to stay there the night. They pulled a couch bed out, and we slept side by side on it. Tina and Ernie then began pressuring me to take her for a forensic exam and a forensic interview. Ernie also wanted me to give them access to my house so they could rummage through my ex's belongings to find evidence of pedophilia, saying it's legal if you let us in. They wanted to know the address where I live. I didn't tell them the information, which I don't blame her. I wouldn't tell them nothing. They said that if I left with her, I'd be committing a crime to take her back home and told me to leave her there and bring my 15-year-old son there to stay while I look for a job. They pushed me to take her for a rape kit at the ER immediately and for a forensic interview to get an order of protection and evict the children's dad from our home, which he pays the rent, electric, water for, and our rent clause says we would be evicted for any illegal activity. They insisted over and over I take her to the ER. Okay. The pressure continued through the day Sunday and insisted that I would have felony charges brought if I took her home. In the meantime, Tina was shouting abusively and cussing her own children. Let her 9-year-old ride with us, follow them back from swimming, and they left us behind, speeding down the road, with me not knowing where I was going and trying to follow them while Xander driving. I pulled over to call and find out where I needed to go because it was the second time they'd lost us and left us behind. Rachel saw us over and pulled over and stopped to call Tina for us. They came back and Tina started screaming at her daughter to get out of the car and get in. I pulled out with them behind me once again. They pulled around us, shouted at me to meet them at the marina, and left us again. Later on the way home, they left us behind, trying to follow them the third time. I felt like they had no care whether we made it to our destination or that we were even supposed to be with them. I made my own way back to the Smoky Mountain Hemp Cafe. Again, they pressured me to leave her and my son there with them and telling me that I'd be in trouble with CPS and could be charged with felonies if I didn't. I called a friend Sunday night for her support who used to work for CPS. She has a family friend who teaches blank martial arts. She didn't advise I take her to the doctor, but told me the process and limited value of exams and how the courts usually handled cases so I could make my own decision what I should do. Or they're trying to tell her what to do with her own kid. They have no rights to do this. The next morning, Monday, we woke up early and my daughter, the woman's daughter, asked me to take her to school. So we got up and left. I took her to school because she had a day and a half of school left. Later, I got a message from Tina asking if I had gone home. I told her my daughter was fine. She told me to go take her immediately to the doctor. I told her I didn't need to, and that a forensic exam is off is of limited value. This is on documentation through Messenger. She continued to push and threaten and message Rachel about my daughter as well, accusing Rachel of siding with me. Said my behavior is shady and I knew my daughter had been molested, and I'm in a compliance with other accusations in the documentation. She was very intimidating and aggressive, and I was afraid of her after seeing how she flies off the handle under stress. She does it all the time. She's under stress. She yells at her kids. She led Ernie around them kids, and I know Ernie Shell touched them kids without a shadow of doubt. They can say what they want to. I'll finish reading in a minute, guys. This pisses me off because here, this girl, the same thing they're doing for me because of whatever reason, retaliation. If you ain't for them, you're a pedophile. If you don't do what they want, you're a pedophile protector, or they'll try to drum up some kind of lies. And you know what? And I'm sick of it. Tina Simmerly has no right to anybody's information. They will not give her no information about me. She can post whatever she wants to. She can post it about anybody she wants to. They will not give her no information about them. You think I don't know that some laws I might have been born yesterday, but I wasn't born a while ago. Tina Simmerly, Xander McDougal's, and Ernie Nobles, trying to force this woman into doing something with her daughter that had no business in. They have no bit. First one, Ernie had no business over around around the bouncy house. A grown man around girls. You need help, Ernie. I'm gonna go finish reading. I'll talk about this more in a minute. Throughout the week, she kept texting and also posting vaguely couch threatening message on her Facebook page. Oh, imagine that. They're doing it to me. Oh, Tina Marie Simmerly. doing it to me, writing me messages. Oh, I'm gonna cry. No, I'm gonna take you to the depths of hell if I have to. I promise you that. I'm gonna read this again because you do everybody like this at Predator Hunter Nation. You just go on his Facebook page and write crouch threatening messages and sayings. Throughout the week, she kept texting and also posting vaguely couch threatening messages on her Facebook page. Ernie told me I'd committed 3 felonies and he would report me to authorities, making a report against me in retaliation if I said anything else about him having frightened my daughter. There he is, threatening her because she's telling him, wanting to raise her own daughter. And here Ernie Shell has no business around her daughter, let alone going to the car and talking to her. This is what people needs to realize about them predators at Predator Hunter Nation. If I had said anything else about him having frightened my daughter, he did frighten her. Look at him. His statement that he would protect the children at all costs, given what he was threatening, made me honestly feel like he would do whatever he pleased to us if I don't cooperate in what he tells me to do. You know, she's exactly right. That's the way the predators are at Predator Hunter Nation. If you don't do what they say, they'll try to force you. If that don't work and you try to leave, they'll try to get the authorities involved to try to do this and try to do that and drum up some kind of bullshit against you. They do it all the time to everybody in their community. On Wednesday, I told him I was done with Predator Hunter Nation. Thank God, woman. And I also made a public announcement that I'm separated from him on my Facebook page, just like my videos I did. Just like my now, this is a mirror image of what they're doing to me on their page. But you know what? I don't care because they ain't about nothing. That action evidently angered them, and then Tina accused me of infiltrating their organization, and I acted like I was a predator. I also heard her. I also heard her make the statements that if they could get an arrest to come out of their activities, that Cobb County would finally believe that they're legit. There's nothing legit about trying to tell a woman and coerce a girl into telling something that's not true and trying to force this woman to do something. With all this, I feel threatened. I would too, fearful of retaliation, coerced, and I believe that my child is in danger of being kidnapped and them trying so hard to get her away from me and threatening arrest if I don't comply. I could see that too because they're like that. They lie. They don't take care of their own kids. And they're out here trying to be about kids. I am her biological mom, and I have always taken care and protected my child, made sure she has a roof over her head, food to eat, and I'm always there to come between her and danger. I'm not surrendering my child to Tina Simmerly or Ernie Shell under any circumstance. I wouldn't either, woman, thank God. My current plan is to take her for a normal age related OBGYN appointment, and it's about time that for her to start those medical appointments anyway. Her dad pays for her health insurance, and I arranged with him to get her insurance card and take care of the appointment. I believe it is traumatic to way to get her a simple checkup and would give me, as her mother, any necessary information that may not need to be acted upon due to HIPAA laws. Tina Simmerly and Ernie Shell have no business with that information. And you know what? They don't. This girl's daughter is none of yours business. No kids like this is none of yours business. You have no business around kids. You can't even take care of your own. See, that's what they do. Way they're doing this woman, and it's on my page. to, I know you can, I read it. You can listen to it very carefully. I read read it all. This is like my fourth or fifth live. I'm new to this, so if anybody wants me to reread it at some other point, I will just reread it. And this right here is another step to tell you what the Predators of Predator Hunter Nation is about. They want to think everybody's supposed to be scared of them because they got the AR-15s and this and that. This and that. Well, let me tell you something. They can post. They're posting about me just like they did this woman. There's nothing on me. Yins can say what you want to, Tina. I know yins are probably going to watch this, dissect it, do whatever. But guess what? Yins are nothing. Yins have no business in nobody else's business. I think the best thing for yins to do either stay the hemp shop or shut the doors, lock it up tight, get out of Newport, get out of Cosby, because it's fixing to come crashing down on yins' head. You can take that as a threat, take it how you wish, but what yins are done to people in this community, and it's people like this woman, people like me, because I don't ain't associated with the predators in the community. Yins are against us. We're pedophiles. It's fixing to come crashing down on your head. I promise you. You don't know me. You don't know what I'm about. You know what you saw for the time that I was there. That's the only thing you saw. You can go on your Facebook, post whatever you want. I don't care. I'm not, yins ain't about nothing. That's all yins are going to do. Stay the fuck out of everybody's business. Mind yins' hemp shop. That's the best advice that I can give yins. Because it's fixing to come crashing down like a ton of bricks. Take it how you wish. Yins want to play, like I said earlier in the front. Let's step to the dark side. Yins want to play a game. Let's play. I'm tired of taking this shit. Everybody else in this community is tired of it. So the best thing yins can do is mind your business or just get out of town. Yins have no right around kids. You can't even protect your own kids. Ernie didn't even raise his. I know everything that goes on because yins got me blocked. I know everything. I know everything you post, when you post it, how you post it, where you post it. Guess what? Post away. Post away. People's tired of it. This poor woman and her 11-year-old kid had no business. For one, Ernie been over there. Now then, look, she ain't for yins. She's against what yins stand for. She's this, she's that. I'm this, I'm that. I promise you one thing. This is a game that you will lose. I promise. Take it how you wish. Game is fixing to just to pick up. The business is fixing to pick up on exposing the predators of Predator Hunter Nation. 2021 is just about over. It's going to go out with a bang. 2022 is coming in with a bang. And as my New Year's resolution is to be one step ahead of Yuns, of proving what kind of cowards, what kind of abusers, users, and liars Yuns are. Who our community and our surrounding areas of Yuns being in everybody's business, putting them all down, and if they ain't for you, you drumming up lies. You can post all the pictures you want to of Josh on your page. Guess what? He joins his buddy, DCS worker. Why was he there? Ernie. Ernie MacShell. He did something to Yorns' kids. Yorns' kids would not have stood up and said that if he didn't. He touched a man's wife, no matter what, was she didn't want to be touched. She didn't want to be touched. You touch anybody that does not want to be touched, that's harassment. Touch me. Touch me. Yins want to play. Let's play. I keep saying it. Let's step over to the dark side. Let's go to the dark, Ernie. Let's go to the dark, Xander. Let's go to the dark, Tina. I promise you, you'll lose. You can drum up anything you want. Say what you want to. Because I've got a few more dances with the devil, and that's what I intend to do. To prove that yins are the devil. Yins aren't for the community. Lock your doors and get out. Lock your doors and to get out. Because we're sick of it. As fast as I can dance with the devil, I can come to the light side, Tina, Xander. Yins want to get dirty. Yins want to play dirty. I'm game. Oh, Lord. I've got a lifetime. What do you got? We're sick of it. The community's sick of it. Everybody that yins have come against sick of it. So what I'm going to tell you is post whatever you want to. Post whatever you want to about that DCS worker. They can't give you shit because it's none of your business. Ernie did something to them kids, and eventually, what's in the dark come to light. What's in the dark usually comes to light, and that will. What I just read at the front of the movie or the video has came to light, and there'll be more to come. I promise. Mhm. I love music. I love going to the dark side. It's like as far as I'm in the light, I can go dark. Just like ever how dark you want to play in the light, you want to play in the dark. We can play. I'm not the one to play with whenever it comes to certain things. I promise you that. Take this video and dissect it. Take heed. I'm tired of playing. Everybody's going to die. I'm going to play one more after this one for you, Ernie. You better let it sink in. I'm into evil. Let's get evil. Like I said, I got a few more dances with the devil. It can be in the light or it can be in the dark. Hell's bells. I love music. Oh, I love music.
This is the HP Envy X360 13-inch convertible, a 2-in-1 Intel Evo laptop. Won't you spare me over till another year? Well, what is this?
Whenever I reach and take a hold.
With ice cold hands taking hold of me. Well, I am dead. No one can tell. I'll open the gate
Of heaven or hell, Ernie. Is that what you want?
Someone would pray. Could you wait to call me another day? My mother came to my bed, placed a cold towel upon my head. Well, my head is warm, my feet are cold. Death is moving upon my soul. Oh, death, how you treating me? You close my eyes till I can't see. You're hurting my body, you're making me cold. You run my life right out of my soul.
I intend to do that if you mess with me or my family. That's how low I can go.
Don't take me at this stage.
Take it as a wish, take it as a threat, take it whatever.
At your command, if you will move your icy hand. Oh, the young, the rich are poor, all alike me, you know. No wealth, no land, no silver or gold. Nothing satisfies me but your soul. Oh, death. Oh, death. Won't you spare me over till another year? Won't you spare me over till another year?
With that being played, I'm going to throw that out there. Just like he said. Turn on. Just like that song said. You'll feel it if you mess with my family. Anybody I love. That's just how low I can go. It'll feel like death has grasped you in the palm of their hands. That's what it'll feel like. I can go as low and as cold as I can go, just like death. So take it how you wish, but I will protect my family. I promise you that. Good night. God bless.